Wow, they are extremely late. Oh, there's Melody. I spoke too soon.
Melody know the drill.
Okay, got Melody. Everybody else is not here yet. All right, so Melody, you might be able to take advantage of the 40 points. We'll go through the norms in a moment because you're on time almost. Okay, so let me come over here. Turn it off. Okay, so Melody, can you read the 5 basic norms, please, and the academic norms? 40 points. Are you there, Melody? Uh-oh. She's here, but not here. And Lee Carter's here. I go back into attendance. Okay. Melody, are you present or did you step away? All right. Mr. Carter, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. Me- There she is. I can hear you now. All right.
Hey, Mr. Tyler.
Hello.
No one has the right to hurt another person. Every person I think we're never behaving like that. We discredit ourselves, our school, and our family. In Excel Academy of Southwest, students always act with integrity. We take part in Excel Academy of Southwest. We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you, Miss Terry. All right. So now I'll go through my regular spiel. Of course, GGI occurred already. Missed a lot of great opportunities. So they did GPAs and how to calculate them. I thought that was kind of cool. But try to attend GGI. That's how you guys get a lot get information on some of the internships, apprenticeships, or just any program they want to help you out with. Also, they still are. I think they still got some coats and stuff that you guys take advantage of. So come to GGI and find out. The other big thing is this contest is still going on, and many others they have a lot of stuff in the pipeline for you students. But unfortunately, if you're not at GGI, you won't know about them, right? All right, so uh, I'm going to come to our objective for today, and let's see here. So, Miss Richardson, can you read the agenda for today? That gray box. Ariana, are you there? Okay, she stepped away. Huh? All right. Let's see here, Mr. Carter. Can you read the agenda in the box there on my screen? Do you see it?
Students will be able to analyze Chapter 5, Raspberry Pi, Beginner Guide, to complete Project 1, Turtle Snowflake, 2, Scary Point.
Thank you. So you're going to be basically using that book, this book here. That's the beginner's guide to Raspberry Pi, right? So you're gonna be using this to actually finish projects 1 and 2, right? Now I'm gonna be talking about the objective 2 more times, and that's for opportunities of at least 30 points, where they read the objective, and we're gonna read it 2 more times. That's the model in Camelot. Welcome to class, Stevenson. Let me mark him present.
What's up, Mr. Carter?
Uh, the sky, sir, the sky. You're gonna need to turn on your kit and have your book ready so you can do stuff from the kit. Um, there is a quiz 8 that counts as your final exam. All of my seniors, please take this serious because that final exam or that quiz 8 is worth like almost 2 letter grades because it's the final exam, right? And where do you get the information to take care of that quiz? Well, it's in this book. Chapters 4 and 7 address each of those questions, and there are 30 of them. You could also write a 2-page paper based upon a video that was discussing the importance of computer science and how you can make up to $100,000 a year or just become a web developer and things of that nature. You can watch that video in its entirety and write a 2-page report, and it'll serve as credit instead of doing a 30-page questionnaire for a quiz. All right, so I said all that. Want to jump into what we have to do and get some points on the roster for Mr. Stevenson. Give me one moment. I'm going to put in the chat something that I would like for him to read. So everybody should be turning their attention to Edsby here. You should see what I'm doing. And in Edsby, you have, make sure you're in, let's see, it's third period, right? You're in your class in Edsby, and you'll see the assignments listed. Now, there is a student view, meaning you could click on my work, and it'll list all the assignments you still need to do. If you have an ungraded score by it, or if you have a 50% by it, you still have until tomorrow noon to correct most of these grades or get the work turned in. If you don't turn nothing in, I can't give you a score. And that's what I will show CPS and your parent. This is why they failed, right? So take the time to still try to get all the double credit from the lab assignments. Those are the kit assignments, right? What you do with the kit based upon the book. Those assignments are counted times 2, which can really, really maximize your score. All right, so let me scroll down. You'll notice in your regular view, this is like a Facebook version where you scroll through as a timeline. But again, you have a My Work session which will list all the assignments you have. So for instance, if I go to who's a student in the class, for instance, let's go to Miss Richardson, right? And if I come to Richardson, you see her schedule and everything, but more importantly, there's a My Work section like this. If I click here, you all, especially if you're talking to your parents, can, tell them the truth of how you're doing, because this graph is based upon what you did not do. Now, if you click on a graph, you just see it, and if you come to any point in your graph, you can see what you did great on. Those are the high points. You can see what you did 50% on. Those are the low points. A lot of these 50% are your participation points that brought out some of these zeros, right? So if we go to assessments in your My Work view, you'll have this list, and you'll have everything you need to do listed in order. All right. So let me go back in time. I just want you to know that, because some students are like, I don't know where to look. Well, I don't know where to go. It's in SB. Please show your parent what you got to do. I shouldn't get a phone call saying, what am I supposed to do? You know what you need to do. Let me go over here to the assignment. I'm going to grab this part, and I'll put it in 2 sections. One moment. Grab this portion. Put this in the chat. And that's the first part of it. And then the second part, this is a 40-point read. 1 second. Put the second part in there. Copy that and put that here. Okay, Mr. Stevenson, can you read everything that's in the chat? Starting from hello all the way down to Zen. It's for 40 points. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, can you read that?
This say, hello, STEM majors. Please receive review all recordings of prior classes and any notes you have collected throughout this week in order to successfully complete these projects, especially review your Robert PI beginner guide book to the locate of the necessary steps to gain incremental extra credit on these projects.
Keep going.
I gotta keep scrolling. Project 1, title Snowflake, located on page 102. Project 2, scary. Project 2, scary spot, the difference, located on page 102, which you all grade level and scale. Excuse me.
Right, so the second one is page 109, not 102, but those are pages from that book I was showing you, right? So everybody got a book that I have in my hand in their kit. This is what the pages I'm talking about. All right, so go there and start taking care of that project. Now, how do you do the project? You turn on your kit, make sure it's on like mine's. I'm gonna open this up so you can see it. So if you see, let me change screen so you can see inside my kit and do this. There we go. So you should be able to see inside my kit because this is called VNC Viewer, and it allows you to basically log into your kit from a laptop or cell phone. So you all can do this straight from your kit. Make sure you log into ESI if you're confused. But more especially, there's videos, and I showed you how to do this. We've been doing this for 3 weeks. So how do you get to Thani, where you type in all the commands to do this assignment? You get in your kit and go to the Raspberry up here. Click on the Raspberry, go to Programming, Thani, Python IDE. Okay. Once you open that up, you'll see pretty much this screen, which is the Python editor. If you're not sure what Thani is, and some students be like, I don't know what you're talking about, that's because you probably weren't listening to me and you need a refresher, that's fine. In chapter 5, which is what we're on, the very beginning of chapter 5, they show you everything you need to know on this page, on page 93, how to use the Thani Python editor. So real simple, you would start a new Python file, just click on the plus symbol, and you would start on page, to understand everything, 102, right? So you turn to 102, and I'm about to give somebody else an opportunity to read for points. Would like for, let's see, who hasn't gone yet, really? Lee Carter, think, read something. Melody, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can you read on page 102 from now all the way to the bottom of the page? This is for 30 points.
Alright, give me a second. I gotta get my book.
Okay, come on now. Go get your book. And then go to page 102. Everybody else should be on 102 as well, because this is the page we're starting on to do our assignment. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is a test in literacy and reading capabilities. Can you read what to do and then do it on that kit? This is like a job assignment. So you came to a company and they said, hey, for instance, I used to be a technician. Mr. Tyler, we need you to fix this copier, but we can't send you to the customer location until you read this manual and you do some of the exercises inside. So this is not just college academic stuff.
What
This
page?
is 102 there.
102.
Mm-hmm. See where it says now under project 1?
I got it.
Okay, so read all the way down to 5-8, figure 5-8.
Now you understand now how Python works. It's time to play with graphics and create a snowflake using a tool known as Turtle. Um, Online project. This project is also available online at rpf. Originally physical robots shaped like their animal namesakes. Turtles are designed to move in a straight line, turn, and to lift and lower a pen. In the digital version, simply meaning to start or stop drawing a line as it moves. Unlike some other languages, namely Logo, and its many hold on, where I'm at. And its many variety. What is that? Variants, Mr. Tyler.
Yes.
Oh, okay, variants. Python doesn't have a turtle tool built into it, but it comes with a a library, my bad, a library of add-on code to give it turtle power. Libraries are bundles of code which add new instructions to expound the capabilities of Python and are brought into your own programs using an import command. Create a new program by clicking on the new icon plus um, and type the following: import turtle. When using instructions included in a library, you have to use the library name followed by a full stop, then the instruction name. That can be annoying to type out every time, so you can assign a shorter variable name instead. It could be just one letter, but we thought it might be nice for it to double as a pet name for the turtle. Type in the following: pet equals turtle dot turtle. To test your program out, you'll need to give your turtle something to do. Type pet dot forward 100. Click the run icon and save your program as turtle snowflakes. When the program has saved, a new window called Turtle Graphics will appear and you will see the result of program. Your turtle pet will move forward to 100 units drawing a straight line, figure 5 through 8. Um,
You're done. You're
Figure
done.
5 through 8. The turtle moves forward to draw a straight line. Switch back to the main Thony window. It it is if it's hidden behind the turtle graphics window, either click the minimize button or the turtle graphics window or click on the Thony entry in the taskbar at the top of the screen and click the stop button to stop the turtle graphics window. Typing out every single movement instruction by hand would be tedious.
Yes.
Tedious. Tedious. So delete line 3 and create a loop to do the hard work of creating shapes for I in rage 2. Pet dot forward 100, pet dot right 60, pet dot forward 100, pet dot right 120. Run your program and run your program and pet will draw a single parallelogram. Figure 5 through 9. You want me to keep reading?
No, you're good. Stop, stop. I
Oh,
gotta give somebody else. Hey, I was gonna give you 30 points, but you got 40 now because you read the other part. All right, so now to give someone else an opportunity. Danny, do you have your book with your kit?
No, I still don't have it. Who do
You
I need
still don't have
to? Yeah, you said I needed to talk to Mr. Ortiz, right?
it? Yeah, but you still got to schedule to come up to the school and get it though.
Right. Yeah.
All
Well,
right. Yeah. So let just call to the school and try to get it as soon as you can. I'm gonna come to Mr. Stevenson. You have your book. Mr. Stevenson, are you there?
Yeah, I got it.
You got your book?
Yeah.
All right. Turn to page 104, sir.
You say what?
Turn to page 104.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right.
Okay, I want you to read from two turn all the way to figure 5-10. This is for 30 points. Go ahead. See at the top, it says two turn.
Oh, okay. I see it. The words are small. So
Mhm.
turn into the snowflake like a shape. Click and click the stop icon to remain on the window and create a loop around your loop by adding the following line as line 3 for I and range 10 and following at the bottom of your program. Pat right 36. Your program won't run as it is because the assessment loop isn't ended incorrectly. To fix that, click on the start of each line in the assistant loop line 4 through 8 and press the space key 4 times to correct the internet. Your program should not look like this. The whole page, right?
Yes, the whole page. So you stop at where the blue box is. You read the entire blue box and you're done. So no, I'm sorry, not blue box. You go all the way down to looking like a snowflake. So you had to say click to run.
Okay, click on the icon and watch the turtle. It is draw a parallelogram as before when it's done and turn 36 degrees and draw another, then another, and so on until there are 10 overlapping parallelograms on the screen looking a little like a snowflake.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's 40 points for you. So look, everybody, you see on figure 5-10. I'm turning my camera on so you can see it. This is an overlap, and you'll know you did right because you'll be typing in a command. So that's what Steve just read. But now I want you to focus on doing it, right? So here's how, because you got to do the same type of stuff in project 2. So I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of how to do project 1, because a lot of people are making it super hard and it isn't. All you're doing is you go back to where Melody was reading on page 102, right? Start the program off. Everybody should see my screen. So remember they said type. I already hit the plus one. I started a new one. Hit this new plus sign. And then next, what I want to do is what? Well, what I want to do is I want to come over here to line 1 and type in this command. So the first command they tell you is what? It's in red on 102. Import, right? Space, turtle. Import is a command. And that's my first line of code. Okay. Now, when you type this, it tells you need to type the next one after you read that small paragraph. And the next one is what? It's PAT. I'm literally showing you how to use the book to do this project, everybody. And then what? Equals turtle dot. I think that's a blue turtle is a capital T, URTLE, and then parentheses, right? So I got to do shift 8, a 9, and then a shift 0. And that's how it should look. I hit enter. And then line 3 is what? Shows you there on 102. That's the third line of code they want you to put in. And that's going to be PAT, P-A-T, for the turtle. I guess that's the name of the turtle. Dot F-O-R-A-D, right? Parentheses, 100. Those parentheses, right? Then I hit enter. At this point, right after you type that command, it says click the run. I click run, and then what's happening now? Let's see here. It says you want to save it after you click run. So hit save, and you see it says, hey, name it, right? What do they tell you to name it? If you look in the paragraph in bold print, it says you're going to call this file turtle. So Turtle, snowflake, snowflakes, right? And everybody, I'm still on page 102. So there's no reason I got lost. If you got lost, it means you weren't paying attention to me. Snowflakes. I'm literally typing it from the page. If you want to be specific, you can put your name at the end of that. So I can say Tyler, right? Next, we're going to go back to the window. And they say if it's a hidden window, click on minimize to see the turtle graphic. So I'm going to hit OK. And you'll notice my name of my file is now turtle snowflakes tyler.py. This is the file you're going to send me when you're done with everything. So now what do? It says it should have another screen. So let's minimize all this background stuff, right? Then I'll minimize this and just make sure only that's showing. So now I'm in it, hit run. And next you want to type in the next set of commands. So I'm gonna start you off with the next set of commands. The very next, I'm gonna hit enter just to make a space in between it, is for, right? And then where we go? So for I, F-O-R-I-N. I'm typing from page 103 now, range. And what does it say? Parentheses, 2, close parentheses. Okay. So now, I want you to do the rest. Wherever you see commands you're supposed to be typing those commands in the Thani. And if you run it, it should work. If it doesn't work, send me your file script. You might have a file missing because these files are being pulled from your GitHub files from the past. But you can still do this part, typing all the commands incorrectly, and I can still run it over here if you got it running right once I get the file from you. All right, so you got how many pages of codes to type in? On 102 is 3 codes. On 103 is another section of codes. 104, it's some more coding. 105. So you got to do all these codes and put it into your Thani Python. Save your file, and you're going to send me that file. All right, once you're done, don't be like, okay, I'm done, I'm gone. You still got project 2. This is a double credit assignment, and they count together as one. So once you're done with that, hit the plus sign, create a new file, and do project 2 with all the codes. You can test it out, and if it works, fine. If not, I'm going to grade it and see how well you got the codes in there at least. All right. All right. So we're gonna reinvestigate. It's 12:51. We're almost out of time anyway. We're gonna reinvestigate everything in 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be asking to see how far everybody's gotten share outs to give participation points. But you at least need to have this first project done. You can just type in the codes and get it ready and save your file. All right. So, excuse me. Before I start the timer, let me come over here to the objective one more time, so it's clear and crystal clear as to what you're supposed to be doing. So if you're looking at my screen, you should see the objective, and I'm gonna come to Danny, because I know she said she doesn't have her kit yet, but you can still get some points. Danny, can you read the agenda and the classroom term of the day as well as the word of the day on the screen?
Agenda. Today's objective. Students will be able to utilize Chapter 5 of the Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guide to complete Project 1, Turtle Snowflake, and 2, Scary Point.
Thank you. And don't forget about the white box in the middle, the terms.
Oh, classroom term of the day, conditional.
Mm-hmm.
Word of the day, barrage.
Barrage. Okay. All right. So I got her 40 points for that. Now, Danny, I do know you can still do the, did you do the video part?
Yeah, the video where I have to watch it.
And then write the 2-page paper?
Right.
All right. You still working on it, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I'm almost done with it.
All right. You keep working on that during this time, and then try to turn that in as soon as you can. That goes under quiz 8, by the way, Danny, and your ASB. I think that's it. I want to set you guys up with 10 minutes. I'll be here if you got questions, but I want you to use this time to get finished. Again, all grades are going to be pretty much finalized by noon tomorrow, February 4th. Do your best because the quarter is about to end. Use this time wisely.
Mr. Tyler, I thought you said your grades is due today at 5.
No, the teachers I talked to in a meeting, a lot of them are giving you guys till February 4th. So the best I could do is push it to the noon tomorrow.
Okay.
So you got your teachers to thank for that, because everybody's like, Mike, come on. I'm like, yeah. So you got February 4th tomorrow, noon, to have everything completed, everybody. So make sure you thank your teachers. You know me. Okay, let's take a look here. So you're still in the class. So we got Richardson. You present? Richardson, you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Danny.
See, he don't trip about.
Okay. Danny, are you present?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Next would be Mr. Carter. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Stevenson.
Yes, sir.
All right. Terry. Okay. Melody stepped away for a second. Okay. Let me come over here. All right. So we're gonna go over our objective one last time, and you might be leaving just a little bit early, but not too early. So let me switch screens, and you should see what I'm doing. So let me go down and list who is next for points. Let's try Mr. Carter. Can you read what's on the screen there?
Classroom time of the day is confidential. Word of the day is bread. Uh, Students will be able to analyze Chapter 5 of the Raspberry Pi Beginner Guide to complete Project 1, Turtle Snowflake, Project 2, Scary Point.
Thank you, sir. So come out of this, and what I want to do is remind everybody that in NSV, you understand, you can always go back and check out your library section to get caught up on work you might have missed or you're confused on what to do to get the credit. All labs from labs 1 through 8 from the Google Code Next are still available to you. You can still do them for double credit. Plus, in the quiz 8, that is a final exam score. So if you don't do anything else, make sure that's done. That's either you type. So this is project 5. That's for today. But I'm talking about quiz 8, which we've been working on since Friday. That's where you use the book to handle those 30 questions or write the 2-page report using that video. Some students, just as a note, are also doing both so they can get, and what I've been doing is if they did both, if they did bad on a midterm score, one of those assignments will go towards that and help you. So do your best. Again, February 4th, tomorrow at noon is when all grades will be finalized. Extended it because other teachers were doing that. It's 1:07. Once you have time to get ready for your next period, you do need to turn in the Python files for the labs that you complete in the book, as well as any Code Next or Scratch 3 projects. Okay, so in 3 minutes, those students that checked in will be able to leave. Terry, did you come back? Just want to make sure she's present. All right, she stepped away. Okay, so about 3 more minutes, and other people will leave. I'm trying to see if I got to follow up with Melody. Da, 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 da.
You talking smack now, huh? I ain't never seen it. It was in your pocket, Dakari. It was stolen a couple days ago. You having trouble solving your case? Yeah, that's funny.
Richardson, we're watching TV with you.
Now, Dakari, you know this diamond heist was all over the news, right?
Oh, there she goes. So she watching TV. What was I saying? It is 1:12. So I'm gonna do my check real quick. Let's see here.
That's because I did my thing already.
Girl, you need to turn that TV off and get some more done. What was I saying? It is in 3 minutes. Everybody will be dismissed. Let's see here. Terry, have you returned to your computer? I'm calling your name for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
What you say?
I've been constantly calling your name. I was just making sure she was there.
My bad.
It's okay. I was going to have you read the objective, but what are you working on so far, as far as those two projects?
I was getting back to the Raspberry project we was working on in the first class.
Okay, so you talking about Project 1?
Yeah, Project 1.
Okay. All right. So February 4th, everybody. Thank you for responding, Melody, because I was about to have to call your parent like, hey. But honestly, everybody turn in the assignments. The grades are closed. You can't come to me tomorrow talking about what can I do, because I'm just going to shoot that down. You've been given since the beginning of the quarter. Heck, even 3 weeks ago, these assignments, and everybody's still, it's to be known, last minute turning in stuff. So please try to have a successful end of the quarter, and that is tomorrow at noon, where all grades will be completed. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Once you get ready for your next period, this period ends at 1:20. CPS says I keep you at least until 1:15 in most cases. But do get to your next class, and try to find out what your grades are in all your classes. Don't be running around the campus blind, like not knowing what your scores are. That's very horrible, and it pushes out your dates as far as graduation, and even get into other levels or grade levels. I think I covered everything. We did objective 3 times from my notes. Add points. All right. So in 1 minute, we're going to be transitioning to next period. I'll be here until 1:20 if you want to stick around and you have questions or concerns. But when it says 1:15, everybody is dismissed and head to your next period. Okay, Stevenson, Terry, it's 1:16. You're free to head to your next class. Are y'all there? Mr. Stevenson, Miss Terry, are y'all there? Class is pretty much over with, unless you got questions.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Oh, my thing for
Huh? How you going? How you got a question and left, man? Oh Lord. Okay, I guess he'll come back if he really wants to know the answer. Melody, do you have a question or you just hanging out with me right now? I gotta get some more sweet tea. My son drank up all my tea. All right, I think either she can't hear me or she stepped away again. I'm waiting on Stevenson to come back. He said, I got a question and left. I don't understand. I'm gonna wait 3 more minutes. Get to my prep period.
About to close the room, Tom?
I'm waiting on Melody to respond, but she's not saying anything. And then Stevenson had a question and he disappeared. So I want to close the room, but I'm trying to wait around in case he comes back. I don't know what's going on. Miss Terry, are you there? Melody.
My bad.
Okay. Well, I was just saying class is over with. Did you have questions or something? Because I'm about to go to the next
No,
period.
I was trying to look to this assignment. I was trying to.
Okay. We'll work on it. The class is over, and you should get to your 4th period class.
All right.
Okay. All right. I don't think I can handle his question in 2 minutes. So I have another meeting coming up. Rush, I'm gonna close the room down. Lord.
All right, see you.
Yep.